Sis, what happens when your kids don't listen to you? They get punished, right? Our black Messiah, our Father in heaven, when we did not listen to him, guess what he did? He punished us. He put us through these atrocities, and we can prove that. Deuteronomy 28:15. This is the story of the Bible, because a lot of people like to say that the Bible is a white man's book, but it's not. This is the blackest book on earth. This only shows our history and nobody else. Like how we just said, our Messiah who's coming back to save us looks just like us and nobody else. It was changed in slavery because they wanted to make themselves seem on high and us below. Don't even know why. We go on a day-to-day basis and don't wonder why our people seem like we're on the bottom today. Give me John chapter 8 verse 32. We need to figure out why our people are going through the conditions that we're in today. Why our people are living in the slums, in the ghettos, being oppressed. We need to figure out why, and we can use that by using the Bible. Hey sis, you know Jesus Christ looks just like you? Hey, come look at this picture real quick. I want to show something to your kids real quick, just for a second. I want them to play this game real quick. What's yours name? Antoine, that's a good name. What's your name, sis? Aaliyah? All right, come up to the sign here. Out of the sign.
1 2 1 2.
Who does Jesus Christ look like to y'all? Out of these signs here. Yeah, Jesus. Which one? Just go ahead and point at him. You say this one? You say this one? What about you, sis? Okay, you say you know him for this one, right? Yeah. So remember the Bible said that many is going to come in my name saying I'm Jesus Christ, but it's not, right? So we have to go to the Bible and actually figure out who actually Jesus Christ really looks like. Because I did sort of saying that Jesus Christ looks like you, right? That's a bold claim. So let me make sure that we can prove that for you. Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it's saying Jesus Christ's head and the hairs on his face were white in color and woolly in texture. Out of these pictures here, who has hair that looks woolly, like a sheep? You said nobody? What about him over here? His hair looks like a sheep, right? What about y'all's hair? Touch your hair, sis. That's texture like a sheep, is it not? It's woolly and kinky. We call it kinky today. Does the Chinese man have woolly kinky hair? No? What about the Caucasian man? No, right? Keep reading.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes was a flame of fire because we know he changed water to wine, right? And we know, sis, when we drink a little bit, a little wine, tequila, some beer, what happened to the color of our eyes? They change, right? They change to the color of red. Read. But we don't drink to get drunk, we drink in moderation. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So now, if I'm looking at sister's feet right here, right? The color of the top of her feet is the same color as the rest of her body, right? So John the Revelator is looking at Jesus Christ's feet, and it's saying his feet is like what?
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? You say gold? You say green? No, not grass. Brass. Brass. B-R-A-S-S. Y'all know the Olympics, right? The games, right? You can win 3 medals, right? You can get gold, platinum, and what? Bronze. Bronze. So gold and bronze look similar, right? But bronze is more of a darker color. Would you agree? Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you already take that brown color and you burn it, what happens to it, sis? What's going on, brother? Hey, so we're just going over the description of Christ right now, right? You heard before that Jesus Christ looks like a black man, right? Yeah. But a lot of our people has never read it before. My family right here, y'all just found out that Jesus Christ is a black man with woolly hair, right? So where do we get this image from?
You know, it's whitewash.
You say it's whitewash? What do y'all say?
Oh, man-made.
You said man-made. Yeah. But how important is it for us to know that Jesus Christ looks like you? Because if I knew Jesus Christ looked like you as a brother, I wouldn't want to harm you, right? I wouldn't want to kill you. Sis, no one would want to do anything to you or your family because they see Jesus Christ in y'all. But because it was whitewashed, like you said, brother, what's your name?
Preston.
Preston, right? Come look at this picture real quick. These are all people, right? We learn about this in school. Slavery, right? This is actually our history book in the Bible. The Bible actually says that this was going to happen to our people because we did not keep God's commandments, so he's going to punish us, right? You have kids?
Yeah.
Sis, what happens when your kids don't listen to you? They get punished, right? Our black Messiah, our Father in heaven, when we did not listen to him, guess what he did? He punished us. He put us through these atrocities, and we can prove that. Deuteronomy 28:15. This is the story of the Bible, because a lot of people like to say that the Bible is a white man's book, but it's not. This is the blackest book on earth. This only shows our history and nobody else. Like how we just said, our Messiah who's coming back to save us looks just like us and nobody else. It was changed in slavery because they wanted to make themselves seem on high and us below. But listen here, this real quick, brother. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So it said, it will come to pass, showing future tense, that it's going to happen, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So sis, what are some curses have you seen in our people today?
Stealing.
Okay, we steal from one another. What about you, brother?
I ain't gonna say we lie.
Lie,
Yeah.
right?
Envy,
right?
Yeah.
All these things are curses that's put upon our people. Even so much to this right here, read.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So how are we cursed in the city, right? Are we not always the last hired and first fired? Are we not always in the cities struggling to find a job? Our people are going through these curses. How you doing, sis? We're just showing our people our history according to the Bible, right? Because a lot of people like to say that this book does not belong to the black man. Well, as we're showing through these curses that was put on our people because we as a nation did not listen to God's commandments, now he put curses on us for us to see who we are. Another one, right? 32. Even our kids. When we went through slavery, what happened to our families? Were we able to stay together? No, they separated, right? Right, sis, would you agree? We can read that. Read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So it says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. Even like our brothers, the Hispanics, what are they going through today? Deportation, right? It's the same exact thing. These curses was put on the Israelites according to the Bible. When y'all look at this chart here, y'all will see y'all's Americanized names. But the Bible does not have black, Hispanic, Native American in them, right? It shows our actual biblical name in it. Read.
And thine eyes shall look with and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Right, this is another curse that was put upon us. Even so much to this. How do we get over here to the Americas?
You think a group was already over here?
Some of us were already over here.
Yeah.
We can read that too in the Bible.
Yeah.
But I'm more talking about our people,
overseas. Back home, motherland.
Huh?
The motherland.
How did we get here though?
Oh, they came and got us.
Slave ships, right? Hey sis, well, before we walk out, let's look at this real quick. Read verse 68, because this is the Bible. This is a prophecy that was gonna actually happen to us. And we have to hear these things so we know why our people are going through these things. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy,
Sis, listen to this one last thing.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, hey, how you doing, my brother? What's your name? David. So what we're talking about right now is how our people got over here into the Americas, right? How do you think our people got over here?
The white got it.
The whites grabbed us up and brought us over here. How though? Well, what type of transportation? Yeah, our people.
We didn't have transportation.
Hold on, brother. Yeah, let me get this last scripture for you and then walk off. Let me just finish this off. Let me finish this off.
Better in Spanish.
By slave ships, right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Because remember, the first time we were in Egypt, it was under bondage, hard bondage, right? Read.
With ships.
This time when we go back into Egypt, it's going to be with ships. With ships. This is our history, that our people is going to go back into bondage again with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We didn't see our
And there shalt and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Who was sold unto the enemies? We was, right? This is our history. We're reading out the Bible. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For bondmen and bondwomen. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man is going to be able to redeem us. We have many people who tried, but they couldn't. Why? Because God kept us oppressed because we weren't still following him. We talked earlier that proving that Christ is a black man, right? Now, do you all believe that this man is going to come back and save everybody?
Not everybody.
What about nation-wise? Do you think he's going to save everyone from all nations? You say somewhat? What do you think? You said somewhat, right? We're going to get out of Christ's own mouth. Matthew 15:24. Because who better to say it than Christ himself, right? What did he come back to actually do? Because remember, I showed y'all earlier, you weren't up here. We talked about our names are not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. These names was given onto us through slavery, like how you said. We had biblical names, and our name was Israel. You are from the house of Israel. Now let's read what Christ said. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Why does it not say, I am not sent, but for the entire world? Why does it just say, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel? This is our people here. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Even the kingdom of heaven, right? What do we picture that the kingdom of heaven is going to look like? Revelation 20.
Nice clouds and towers and nice little Rome buildings.
A nice pearly mountain, right? A mansion, right?
Yeah.
How many gates though?
Like,
You say one, what do you think? You say many, you say one, right? Let's get out the Bible. Got it? Revelations 20:12.
Book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high.
So this is the description of the kingdom of heaven. A wall great and high, right? So we're asking our people, what does the kingdom of heaven look like and who is it for, right? Read.
And had 12 gates.
Had how many gates?
12 gates.
Why would it just have 12 gates? If everyone was getting in, wouldn't it should it be just one big one that was getting in? Hey family, how you doing? What we're going on right now is the description of the kingdom of heaven, right? We talked about who Jesus Christ looks like and who he came to save. And it's showing us right now that the Bible says that he came to save our people and the kingdom of heaven is for y'all, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Read.
And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
And I had 12 gates.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
Why would an angel need to be standing at each gate? We've been to a club before. Who's standing at the door? A bouncer, right? Discerning who's going to enter in and get kicked out, right? Read.
And the names written thereon.
So that means each gate has a name, particularly for somebody. Read.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So if the kingdom of heaven was for everybody, why is it only a particular name for the 12 tribes of Israel? What we can go through today is showing you the Bible that all y'all standing in front of me make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all the Israelites who don't know who y'all are anymore. And the Bible says that the gates are for who?
The 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
The 12 tribes of the children of Israel. The children of Israel. How do we know who are the children of Israelites today? We know this by the curses that was put on our people. Because our people, Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, our people are so lost that we'll go generation to generation, changing our names from colored to Negro to black to mixed to where we don't even consider who we are today. Read.
The book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So it's saying a dumb animal knows who he has to go back to. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
If I lived in Concord and I dropped an ass over here in Charlotte, he would have eventually know how to get back home. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
But Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans does not know, neither do we consider on a day-to-day basis why are people so oppressed today? Why are people going through so many atrocities today? Read.
A sinful nation.
We are a sinful nation. This is what caused us to be separated as a people. Read.
a people laden with iniquity.
A people laden with iniquity. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Because our people is laden with iniquity, certain curses was put upon our people, and now we can go back and actually see who we are, the actual 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So now it says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Who was serving their enemies before? Who's this in this picture here? This is us, is it not? The people that we were in servitude were under. What did God call them? Read it from the top.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Will a best friend put whips on your back? Will a best friend hang you? No. The Bible says, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent these people against us. We get up here and say, oh, banish the white men all day long. But it's because of our sins, the God of heaven had to punish us. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger. Everyone's going out shopping today, right? Who do you have to go to get the food y'all order today? The bags in your hand. Where you gotta shop to? Who do you have to go to get all these things, all these goods? Do we own these stores here? No. Even if our people owned a shop or two, we still gotta pay taxes to the enemies who put us through slavery. If we own a restaurant, we still have to go buy products from the enemies who enslaved us. Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. They said it's illegal to collect rainwater that God fell out the sky for free. Now you gotta go buy Dasani, Deer Park, and y'all still concerned to drink it because y'all think it's over-processed. Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, on the clothes of y'all back, what does it say on the tag? Made in where? Made in China, right? Made in China. Because in everything we need, we have to go to our enemies. Because we did not listen to God's laws. Read.
And in what of all things?
When you want to drive a car, my brother in red, what do you need? What do you need if you need to drive a car? Key? But to operate, you need what?
License.
A license, right? If you want to have a child, what type of certificate do you need to put for? A birth certificate, right? Even if you die, someone has to make sure you got a death certificate. Even in death, you still got to get something from your enemies. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So when we look at these pictures here, history pictures, right? We see yokes of iron upon our people's necks, right? This was slavery. Read.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Now when I'm looking at all my brothers and sisters here, I don't see no yoke of iron upon thy neck. Why is that? It's because the Bible said you are what?
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Until your enemy has destroyed y'all. Family, hey, sis, before you head out, I want to ask this is your son, right? Your grandson. I want to ask him something real quick. What's your name? You said Christian? Come up and look at this sign for me real quick. I want all y'all to see this real quick. You said Christian, right? Point to me what Jesus Christ looked like. You said this right here, right? So who's this on this left side? Hey, brother in the red jacket, I want you to witness this too. Watch this real quick. Come up close, come up close. You said, who's this here? God. You said this is Jesus and this is God? What do you think? You say none of them, what do you think? You say none of them, what do you think? Which one? This one? So, we gotta go to the Bible and find out. Because like how we read before, our people don't even consider who we used to are and who our God actually is. Revelation chapter 1, verse 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is going to be the revealing of Jesus Christ. It had to be written down because we were going to forget as a people. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it's saying Jesus Christ, the head on his head and the hairs on his face were white in color and woolly in texture. I want everyone to look at these two signs. Who has white colored hair and woolly in texture? Like a sheep. Left, right? Now if I'm looking at y'all and y'all look at all these brothers out here, do we not all have the same type of texture there? which shows what? Jesus Christ looks like us. But there's more on it. Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, because what was his first miracle? He changed water to wine. And we all know when we drink a little bit tequila, wine, a little beer, what happens to the color of our eyes? It turns red a little bit, right, sis? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So if I took off my boot and y'all see the top of my feet, could y'all assume that the top of my feet is the same color as the rest of my body? Yes, right? Y'all could assume I'm an African American, right? So let's read Christ's feet. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Read that part again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So what color is brass? You said brown? Brown, right? You said goldish? So remember, say if we played in the Olympics, right? If I gave you, we get 3 medals we can win. Gold, silver, and what? Brass. Bronze, right? So gold and bronze is similar, but bronze is a little bit darker. So he's already that type of dark color. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burn in a furnace. How dark is that? That's extremely dark. We have to consider why it was changed. Because remember, he said out of his own mouth that many's going to come in my name saying I'm Christ. But they're not, right? So who is this man here? Because this is an actual man. You can look him up. Caesar Borgia. He was the depiction after the Renaissance period when they came back and started whitewashing the Bible. They started changing our people in the Bible to the point where we don't even know that everyone in this book is black. Song of Solomon 1 and 5. King Solomon, greatest king, right? Who do we used to picture that he looked like? What type of nationality? What can we assume? We've seen all the movies, right? What are they depicting them as? As a white man, right?
Yeah, white.
Let's figure out what it actually says. Song of Solomon 1 and 5.
The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black.
Hold up. Say it again.
I am black.
King Solomon is saying what?
I am black.
He's saying, I am black. Read.
But comely.
Comely means beautiful. Do we not say that today as a black people? I'm black and beautiful. I'm black and proud. This is what Song of Solomon, the greatest king on earth, is saying. Read it again.
I am black, but comely.
I am black but comely. Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
He's describing other dark things so you know for sure. I am a black man. Job 30 verse 30. This is the history of the Bible, the truth of the Bible that our people do not know. And we have to go back and actually figure out why our people is going through such a rough time. It's because we don't even read. We don't even try to consider what's going on with our people. So what do we need to do to actually get back in good graces with God? You said read the Bible?
Yes.
You said read the Bible, right? Do you think that God requires us to do something? Because how do we show that we love him? 1 John 5 and 3. How do we show that we love him?
By following behind him.
You said try to respect him. What do you say, sis?
Yes. Follow what he wants you to do in life.
Okay, follow what he wants you to do in life. How you doing, my sister? So we about to be going over the love of Jesus, right? How do we show that we love Christ?
By being led by the Spirit of God and knowing that all things are possible if we believe.
Okay, all praises. Sis, you married? You married?
No.
So, sis, if you weren't married, right? How could your husband show you that he loves you?
By kind acts.
By kind acts. I like that.
And also being led by the Spirit of God. That's the Spirit of God.
Okay, cool. That's cool though, right? But if I say, my wife, right? If I say I love her, but I beat her every night, am I showing her I love her? No.
But we learn that all steps are ordered by the Lord. So if he put you in that position, he knew he could get
But
you
sis,
out.
I'm talking about me. And if I say I love my wife and I put my hands on her, does that show that I love her?
No, it doesn't.
No. So that means you have to also show actions, like you said at first, right? We have to show those actions that we love God. Read that, 1 John 5 and 3.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
So this is the love of God. Read.
That we keep his commandments.
So sis, how did the Bible say we're supposed to love God?
With the whole heart.
Read again.
For this is the love of God,
So this is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. That means there's actions that has to be set in place. There's things that our people need to do to show that we love God, right? So we have to go to the Bible and actually see what we lost through slavery, how we're supposed to love our black Messiah, right? Let me get 1 Corinthians 11. Hey, sis, let me show you this last thing real quick. And this is for all y'all. This is for all y'all, right? 1 John 5 and 3. Because a lot of our people through slavery, we forgot all the things that we need to be doing. We forgot how we're supposed to be loving God by keeping his commandments. That's why I posed that question to you. If I beat my wife, do I show I love her? No, because we can say it, but we got to show forth action behind it as well. We can be led by the Spirit, sis, but we got to show the fruits of the Spirit as well. Would you agree?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, his word